Aristotle was a great thinker who studied many parts of nature. One idea he had, which was once very popular, was about how objects fall. He believed that heavy objects fall much faster than light ones. In his view, if you drop a stone and a feather at the same time, the stone will reach the ground before the feather because it is heavier. People in ancient times accepted this idea because it seemed to match what they observed in everyday life. They saw heavy items drop quickly and thought that weight made all the difference. Aristotle explained that an object's natural motion is linked to its weight. He felt that the heavier an object was, the more it wanted to move toward its natural place on the ground. This thinking was very clear and appeared logical to many. It was a simple way to make sense of natural events. For centuries, Aristotle's theory on falling objects influenced how people studied nature and physics. Modern science, however, has shown that Aristotle's idea is not correct. Scientists now use experiments and careful measurements to understand how objects fall. When objects are dropped in environments without air, such as in a vacuum, both heavy and light objects fall at the same speed. This surprising result was demonstrated by the famous scientist Galileo. His experiments showed that gravity, rather than weight, is the main force that causes objects to fall. In other words, the speed of falling does not depend on how heavy the object is. The change in understanding from Aristotle's views to those of Galileo is very important in the history of science. Aristotle's ideas were based on careful observation, but his tools and methods did not allow him to see all the facts. His theory, though wrong, led other thinkers to ask new questions and perform more precise experiments. This search for truth is common in science. New discoveries often build upon or replace old ideas when better evidence is found. Reflecting on this change of ideas shows us that even the greatest minds can be corrected by new information. The journey from Aristotle's theory to modern physics teaches us that learning is an ongoing process and that testing ideas with experiments is very important. The story of this old theory reminds us that science grows by continually questioning and improving on past explanations.